It doesn't matter.
I'm good.
Anywho.
Hello. Can you hear yourself?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Testing my mic. One time.
We are here.
Welcome to another episode of RAC
With
Twilz.
and / underscore
Fall for it every time.
ampersand tilde /
Dion Lack.
Yes, we are here. Unfortunately, Twilz's guest did not show up today.
I mean, I don't know if you could use this anymore, Dion.
What?
About me not having guests that shows up.
I'm just being responsible.
I don't know if you could use that anymore because I have a whole podcast where my friends show up.
Yeah, but you're not the greatest person when it comes to booking this particular podcast. So I'm usually the one that's always filling in. Unfortunately,
I just booked on your calendar that is going to be you for the rest of the year.
Okay. All right.
So just put that in your calendar. I'm not doing any more working or booking for this show.
That's all right.
This is the show.
Okay. All right.
So welcome.
Welcome. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for tuning in. Twila has an announcement. She had a subject that she wanted to talk about.
The announcement sounds intense. Like,
okay, well, I'll go first then.
No, wait, hold on. Can we talk about it? Just like I felt like announcement was a little too
it was too
urgent.
Right.
So I just had a topic.
I got a topic. I got something to talk about. So, okay.
Yeah.
We get started,
I don't even know if you saw it. I shared it with you. So, and I said, what are your thoughts on this? So it was a woman who was talking about 3 different types of friends.
Okay.
And she said that in your friend groups, you have the charity friend, which is a trash term, but basically meaning like the friends that you have that might not necessarily be equally yoked with you or like on your level, but they're like nice enough people and you see their potential, and you know, like they can call you if they have questions or you want to just like, they're not your go-to friends, but they're good people. They're nice people.
Okay.
Then you have your circle of friends. Like this is your standard circle of people who are equally yoked. They might not all be like on your same financial plane, but they might be like super intelligent, or they have something to contribute to the friendship. Like you know, y'all can take and give from one another in whatever level of expertise.
Okay.
And then you have the ascension friend. And your ascension friend is that friend who is like at a higher level and a level that you strive to be at. And to you and to the ascension friend, you're probably the charity friend. And wow. I've never heard that, but I was like, charity friend sounds kind of trash.
Wow.
But yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I think you do start off with all those types of friends. And when they start to realize that you're not of benefits, you will get pushed and expunged from that circle. Meanwhile, you're looking at them like, hey, that's my...
Yeah. I mean, like, I feel like, all right, so I feel like I have mentees or people that I kind of pour into who are fun to talk to, but might not be inviting each other to our birthday parties or something like that. But we're all cool and we have like, so I see it, maybe I see that more as a mentor-mentee relationship versus like, because I could think about people that like I went to college with who are doing well and whose circles are a little bit higher than mine. And would I love to, I don't know if I necessarily want to be in their circle, but it's like one of those things like, man, I want to be in your level. Like you're doing it. Like you have a larger platform. You make presumably a certain amount of money. This looks like a great level of like of achievement. Like that looks really cool to aspire to. But just because we were cool in college doesn't mean like we just separated as friends. I mean, we did. You don't hang out with each other anymore.
Yeah.
But it's not because necessarily like, oh, we're on 2 different levels. It's like we live in 2 different cities or things like that.
Yeah.
So
wow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like, I think I was kind of like charity friend. That sounds like.
And I mean, yes, you could very well be that charity friend, but at the same time, God says,
Bring it on.
if you don't ask,
Mm-hmm. What does he say?
I don't know what he says. Is that a scripture? If you knock,
you shall find. Jesus says, "If you knock, you shall find." Yeah, knock and the door shall be answered. But
there's an ask, right? There's an ask scripture.
You have not because you ask not. I don't know if that's a scripture or Proverbs. I don't know. There's a lot of scriptures and things where people be like, something that sounds very scriptorial, but it's not. Mm-hmm. You're like, that's not in the Bible.
It's a lot of Shakespearean that can very well be scripture.
Like what? To be or not to be?
That is the question. I mean, I can't think of any. So if you be like, shall I believe that the unsensual death is amorced? Or that the lean abort monster keeps me here to be its paramour? That sounds like David, don't it? For fear of that, I still will remain with thee and never from this body of dim night.
You showing out right now, Dion, because like the fact that two things just happened, and I don't know if these people know it about you. Two things that just happened.
What?
You quoted a real Shakespearean play. I forget which play that is, but you just quoted it. What is that? Midnight Summer Night?
Nope.
Was it?
Keep going.
And then you came with a theological background of what David, like something David would have cried out.
Yep.
That was actually accurate.
Yep.
I don't know if people know this side of you, Dion.
Keep talking.
That's all I got. I just felt like you really showed out in that moment.
Have you heard me ever say it to you before?
Have I ever said? Probably not.
No. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I've heard you do the Shakespeare quote.
Yeah. That is the only paragraph of Shakespeare I know.
That is good.
And I learned that because it is Romeo and Juliet, and it is right before he's about to poison himself.
Oh, you're right. That is it. I didn't memorize any Shakespeare. I was like, I ain't got time for this. So that's very
What impressive. Was Dion's grades in English class? No, pipe down. All right.
You know what I remember from Romeo and Juliet?
What do you remember?
I bite my thumb at you, sir. That's the only line I remember.
That's a bar. What is that? What do you think that means?
Pretty much like, here's my middle finger, screw you.
I would love to pull up some Shakespearean quotes.
Pull up. Sorry.
And then watch them all come out. Pull up some Shakespearean quotes and be like, what do you think this means?
Yeah.
Because you're really great at dissecting origins of words.
Yeah. I think one of the things, like, here I go, getting in my little basket.
Here we go.
But one of the things that when it comes to like figuring out like sayings.
Etymologies, right?
Etymology. That's the break. But that's not what I was going to say. That's the breaking down of words. But phrases, like different specific phrases for those time periods. You also have to have a cultural reference, because like if you're like the term "I bite my thumb at you, sir." Like if you don't know that that's something an action that they would have done during that time period, that makes no sense. Like, why are you biting your thumb?
Because you do it like this. So I would picture it as in like I hold in my thoughts like. Ugh.
I think we usually
like this.
But I feel like that's bite my tongue at you, sir. Yeah. But well, I think we also used to walk around doing that in drama, like based off that whole line. That's why I remember that.
I kind of feel like that. I don't think that's right. I bite my thumb at you.
Well, that's what our drama teacher told us, so that's what I'm going based off of.
Yeah. Jacqueline Price is here, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, Jackie?
Yeah. What up? First and foremost, my voice is gone.
It doesn't sound that bad in my headset.
Thursday, I was on set as an actor, and I was instructed to scream out in agony of the death of one of my co-stars, and I was told to do several different takes. By the 8th take, you can hear my voice going out, and then it became funnier because now my voice is cracking. They were like, "You gotta do it again." I could hear the agony, and I was like, "Anything for the shot."
Oh my gosh, that's too dedicated.
Yeah, it was too dedicated. I couldn't pull back because I had to get louder because my voice was slipping into it wasn't audible after a while.
Do you use your diaphragm?
You know what? Kaylee said the same thing.
You know why?
Because
theater.
Yeah.
We learned this. Yeah, that helps your voice project without it
killing
difference. This. So this is all glottal when you're like
glottal.
when you're like
with the big
that's
words.
all ha.
Yep.
But when you're like like and it comes out more.
My throat still hurts.
Yeah, like it's a lot. Sorry, y'all. Also, cheerleading, they taught you to like cheer from here because if you're like, go team, go team, go, like your voice isn't going that far when you do that, and it's straining this area, your larynx.
Let me ask you this though: what if it was? This is a good freaking movie. What if it was a singer?
How do you know it was a good movie? Sorry, go ahead.
How would I know?
You said this is a good freaking...
This would be a good movie. What if it was a singer who sung from the throat and everybody was like, yo, who is blah, blah, blah? Mm-hmm. And then somebody was like, she is the next Whitney Houston, right? And then some music instructor was like, no, she'll be... ruined by the age of 21. We got to get her to switch from singing from her diaphragm versus her throat. Mm-hmm. And then when they start to try to train her on her throat, her voice changed.
For better or worse?
Worse.
Oh, shoot.
And then it was like, this is how you sing. And she's like, I've been singing like this all my life. He's like, you're going to ruin your vocal cords. You have to know how to alternate to that before you ruin your career. She tries it. She keeps failing. And then right when the big show happens,
she fails. And she has to go into hiding.
She slips into, she does it like it's kind of like on Sister Act. Joyful, joyful. And everybody was feeling it. And she's like, I got to do it. And she switches
Take the ropes off.
Yeah.
Take the ropes off.
She switches to the throat. She switches to the throat. And she changes lives. She's here. And now she got to do now she's on tour. It's like, I know what I can do. Let me live my life. And now she got to sing 5 nights. You know what I'm saying?
And then she has to get the little thing, and then she has to talk like this.
Man, dude. Come on, man. Like the cigarette person.
You know that video with the little boy?
Yeah.
When he hears the woman talking?
Yeah.
I'm like, if there's a reason ever to go to hell, it's me laughing at that video. Because I watched that
he
so
wasn't
many
even laughing. He was like,
He said, this is what we doing?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
That would be the thing if God was like,
yeah,
what you laugh at is sending you to hell. I'm like, well, some stuff takes me out. I'm sorry, Lord, you're right.
How do you smoke so much you lose a bottom jaw?
But it's not, it's the smoking, it's the stuff that's in it. It's toxic.
Bottom jaw.
It's toxic.
Sure. We got to take all that. That means you were chewing tobacco and smoking cigarettes. And she just had the top part. She had an overbite, and this is kind of like merged into the throat. Oh boy! I'm in my writing studio, starting to write Act 2, and I'm not sure why I clicked on this notification. I'm about to be distracted. Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. But you should focus on your writing. But stay here first, and then go back to your writing because you should get to that Act 2.
Absolutely.
But we might give you some ideas about conflict.
Hey, Kaylani, let me tell you something. I want to hear about this story, this Act 2. Getting to Act 2 is already is. Oh, I was like, them numbers ain't moving. It is an accomplishment.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Ooh, you gross.
Ooh.
You nasty.
But yeah, the story, the movie, she ends up failing because her career ends quickly because she didn't switch over.
Now that we're talking about writing, that is a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, like Manigault, Earl Manigault. You familiar with that story?
Who?
Earl Manigault. He
Who
was
that?
the greatest basketball player of all time.
Earl Mandigoat?
You've never heard this player. He never made it to the NBA.
Earl
Manigault. You never heard this
like
player.
Man the Goat?
Ironically, his last name was Manigault. I got you.
Never heard of this.
You never heard this before at
No.
all. Don Cheadle played him in the movie.
What are we talking about
Look
even?
him up, yo.
Earl Mandigoat.
Earl Manigault. Y'all heard of Earl Manigault, right? Please say yes. Thumbs up in the chat. You had to verbally say it.
Dion be making stuff up, so I gotta look at it.
Manigault. So in this story, he
Mandigoat.
But they call him Manigault.
Okay. Earl.
Yep, Earl Manigault. He was a New Yorker in the 70s. Kareem feared him. A bunch of players feared him. Short dude, he could touch the back of the rim and messed around and got on drugs.
That stuff.
Got on that stuff.
Man, drugs is scary nowadays. An American street basketball player who was nicknamed the GOAT or the Lip. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players to never make it to the NBA. Dion wasn't lying. Mm-hmm. He died from congestive heart failure in 98 at the age of 53. He underwent heart surgery twice. Dang.
Yeah.
Complications. He needed a heart transplant. Career and legends. Let me tell you about this drug stuff. Can we talk about drugs?
Let's do it.
Because, first of all, I feel like the week started off with me sending, was it this week, the video images of people on Trank?
Oh, yeah. Tell the people what Trank is about.
So, Trank is like an animal tranquilizer mixed with some other stuff. But so people like this is popping up in a bunch of different cities, but it literally, because it's a tranquilizer, you pretty much have people who are like, they're getting their high, but they're also like, I won't say paralyzed, but they're tranquilized pretty much. And it's like the potency and the mix of the drugs and all that stuff is also causing like, it can burn your flesh, like eat through flesh. So people are now having like, they're like saying like you can be around like 3 or 4 people who are on it and it smells like rotting flesh. And then you can see like lesions and stuff on their skin. And because of how the Trank has people stuck, for lack of a better word, and what it causes to your skin, they're calling it pretty much the zombie drug.
Wow.
Which just sounds demonic to me.
Wow.
And then so now like you have that, and you know we have a opioid crisis, we have a fentanyl crisis because you know wherever people are getting their drugs and stuff coming from different labs, and it might have fentanyl in it. And we know with fentanyl, if you have more than a certain amount, it could take you out. And this is not regulated. So, you know, you have like these street pharmacists putting this stuff together and basically killing people.
Yep. Look it up. Look it up, y'all.
It's scary. And another thing with, what you don't think about with, fentanyl is that, like, for example, if a college kid is just doing like a recreational, I need a Xanax, right? If they're not getting it real Xanax, they're giving a fake pill. It could be laced with whatever it's called, fentanyl, and that can lead to an OD. So like recreational drugs aren't just recreational drugs. I've never been a recreational drug person, but it's getting like, it's bad right now. Yeah. It's bad on these streets. And to the point that the FDA has actually released this week the, overdose drug. Can't think of the name of it, but you can now get it over the counter. So,
as in a counter,
when you go to the pharmacy, like you buy ibuprofen or something, like you don't need a prescription for it. You can just say, "Hey, can I get this?"
Well, I'm asking, is it the counter, like the cure?
Oh yeah, so it's supposed to help people who OD. Like,
if you OD, you're not walking into a CVS.
Right, so you're supposed to kind of have it on your person. Like, it'll be in places like at schools, or if you have like, you know, like in schools, dorms,
got you,
places, or like if I know that I'm around people that might do drugs, let me just have a backup like have that just in case something happens. And so like if something happens, you administer the drug, you wait, you administer again. And I think you kind of like push on you administer, you push on their chest, and then you administer again as you call 911. And it doesn't help with, I forget which ones it doesn't help with, but for the most part, it's like in any case, when somebody looks like somebody has OD'd, do that and you can save lives.
Is it called Narcan? Yes,
that's what it is.
Yeah, Nub just said that.
Thanks, Nub.
The funny thing is imagine this is your Narcan, and you like
it's a nasal spray.
It's the Narcan, and you like. I think I think I'm good. Hold on, cause like I don't want to ruin my high. You like.
You're not supposed to administer it to yourself. Somebody else does it.
Okay, I'm good.
But you know what's crazy to me is how like people were ODing and stuff in the 80s, and when it was like drugs and thought to be only in the black community, they weren't trying to figure out do any over the counter stuff figuring this out. But the moment that opioid crisis hit, they're like, we got to fix this.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah. This is white folks being affected now.
White folks, rich folks, like it's just.
Yeah, we got it. I will pay for the Narcan. Let me ask you this though: this is a question for y'all and obviously Twilz. What's more satisfying, chewing the food or swallowing the food? As in, like you're eating.
I think experiencing the taste. I think it's the taste itself, the experiencing
You're not enjoying it going down, right? You're just enjoying
No.
What if it was a drug that just gave you that high of, I'm chewing something? Would you enjoy that? Of course, it is a drug, but it's a programmed peel that you'd be like, I want to taste a cheesecake. You'd be like,
yeah, or whatever that, because it's the taste, but obviously I think it's also like the taste does something with your, like something's released in that. Right. And so if it can even just be that sensation of that being released, then that might.
I might be addicted to that.
For sure.
Woo! If it was a drug that I could just I want to feel a cheesesteak.
I hate eating.
What?
That was my problem.
What? You hate eating? Would you drink? Oh, she's an alcoholic, y'all. I'm sorry.
No, like there are some people. I know people who don't like food, and they're very thin because they have to eat to survive.
Oh. And
I'm just like, man, I wish that was my problem.
I wish I had
chewing. Hate chewing.
Oh. Chewing. Yeah. Imagine having that feeling of like, oh man, this is macaroni and cheese, turkey. It's like it's constantly in your head like, oh man, he's like, this is so good.
Dion is having a moment right now.
And it's like, what is he doing? It's like he's on that. This would be called an edible, pretty much.
He's on the edibles right there.
This should be called an edible. It's a drug that gives you the impression that you've eaten a certain specific food.
I wish you could see your face. You were just in it. You're like,
because you got because I heard this house music like and you chewing like
hilarious.
You got some glow sticks like, yo, he on them edibles, yo. Yeah, I don't know what better name could be for edibles because you're literally eating funny. Edibles is too sneaky because a kid can accidentally eat edibles.
Right.
Hey, what is this right here? Like it's pixie sticks. Is it edible? Yes. And that's a double entendre. Like, as in, can I eat it? And is it actual drugs in it? Yeah.
The kid's gonna get into anything.
Yeah. Did you ever do any drugs early? Cigarettes, drink?
I've tried cigarettes.
What age?
Fully grown, early 20s. I think it was probably like 20. Me and my girls were going to the club and we're like, let's just try it. And then we're like, oh, that burns. Why do people do that?
Nobody was experts.
No. Oh, no. And then I did a little period of like, I bought a pack of Black and Milds, and I think I might have smoked like half of like 3. And it probably took like a month to do that. And I was like, let me toss this. Why do I have this?
No peer pressure. You did it on your own.
Yeah.
So you went to the
because I like the smell. I like the smell of Black and Milds, and I just was like, it has to have that same thing. And it's no. And then I tried, like I smoked once, didn't like the feeling of the room spinning, and then I had an edible. I also didn't like that. That kicked in hard. Did not like that feeling. And then I think recently I had like maybe like 2 years ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. So this is me, because I also will drink, but I don't get drunk. I don't like to drink to get drunk. Or
obviously you got drunk before.
I got drunk once, and I hated it so much. I hated it so much. Okay. But I'm also a person who doesn't like not having control of my own facilities. So that's why I didn't like the feeling of being high or anything like that. So
would you get drunk and high at your house?
Would I?
Because you say you could control your
it's still that's my environment, but like no, I wouldn't.
No.
But I feel like there was another question you asked, but pretty much what were you asking previously? I was answering a whole nother question.
Have you got drunk or high at a young age?
Oh yeah. Oh, so what I was saying is pretty much I feel like I'm that friend that knows exactly when I'm about to be like, if I drink, I think most people know this. I'm like, if I drink, it's over. Like if I drink this next cup, I am done for. So I don't. And no matter how hard people are like, just have fun, go. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm good. And then usually they're the ones who are like throwing up and having hangovers and all this stuff. And so I remember going out with friends like when I say recent, like 2 years ago, and we were out and we're having fun and everybody was drinking and they were doing edibles. And I was like, before I partake in any of this, I'm going to have a full meal. Make sure my stomach's good. I'm going to have one drink and I will do the baby quarter of a edible and to say I did it. And everybody was like, whoo. And I was like, that's it. I'm good.
Yeah.
Twilly, you're no fun. If I have to be fun.
Well, I feel like you and I can trust you. You can trust me. And I would love to support somebody's edible and see what happens. I have had the edible.
I was going to say, Dion, I don't know if I want to partake with yours, or yours will have to be like measured. Like, just like, here's one, let's give it an hour.
Yeah, I told my edible story and it didn't turn out well. I don't know my portions.
I do drink responsibly.
I don't, I don't know about alcohols either. I don't know the difference between whiskey, rum, vodka, wine, champagne, beers, like specific ones. Like, oh, you got that Jack Daniels or blah blah blah. That's 145%. Like, I don't know these numbers and what you can combine different flavors with lemonade and orange juice and Cokes. People are like, hey, you want a drink? What you want? I'm like, I don't know, man. Just duplicate what you usually get. It's too much drink options. You want a whiskey bourbon with
you gotta watch that show with Tom Bell.
I do, and I'm saying that on camera, but I will not.
What's it called? Master of something?
Is,
yeah.
Because it's a foreign film.
But like when you see it, you be like, "Oh, that looks good." I'm gonna at least try it. Like I might not do the recipe the same way,
right? But
I'll do a spin based on what I have, and I'm like, "Oh, this was a good combination." And so you discover something else that you like, because you just, especially if people are just giving you drinks, and you don't quite know what's in it, you'll never quite know what you like.
Right. I like Jack Daniels with lemonade. That is my favorite.
The honey whiskey.
It's honey whiskey with lemonade?
Yeah, Jack Daniels honey is what it is.
Yeah, that's my guy right there. There's a couple drinks that I had at this birthday party. Whoa! Trey Elliott, comedian. I said, I ain't gonna lie to you, homie. I don't know what drinks to combine. He said, I got you. He mixed something dark with some pineapple juice. I took maybe 3 sips walking around. I'm by a swimming pool, and I said, I'm going to sit down because I'm going to be in the bottom of that.
Oh, no.
Chaz, Yo was there, a couple other comedians. I whispered, and I said, I'm drunk. Hour 1. And I don't want to ruin this birthday party.
Right.
So I'm just going to sit down. What do I need to do to blow this? Just like, drink some water. Just calm. I did not come down from this drunk.
What type of liquor?
I don't even know if he remembers. I spoke to him maybe like 6 months ago about I don't remember, man. Of course you don't remember. He was drunk. Well, he poured me the drink.
Yeah. Now, there's some friends that you just don't let create drinks for you. Yeah. Because you're going to be out like that.
Right. It was probably more alcohol than pineapple. And it should be reversed, right? What do you think?
Generally, yeah. I mean, depending on what your goal is. People drink it straight or neat or whatever you call it with.
Neat?
Without
on
any.
The rocks. Shout out to Twilla. I asked her to give me a drink a few weeks ago, and she gave me the most bitch drink.
I didn't know how it was going to come out. And the thing is, I'm not drinking right now, so I was just like, I couldn't even help you on that one.
We were at this
a rap party.
Two bite rule rap party, and of course they asked for a drink, and Twilz like, I got you, I'll make you a drink. I don't know what it was, I don't know the name of it, but it came out in a martini glass with an umbrella. It was turquoise with pink sprinkles on the top.
It was bright pink, actually. It was a bright pink drink. I read the description and I was like, this sounds like he'll like it. It didn't say like martini or anything. I just figured it was going to come in a regular glass. And I was just like.
And it had like fog flowing out of it. And everybody like, yo, look at this bitch right here. And I'm like, what's going on, y'all? Y'all want to talk about how we can take over the world and
because for me, like I probably would have got like a Moscow Mule or something like that, which would have been a little bit less. Because I just read what was on the thing, and like I said, I wasn't drinking, so I couldn't have like, let me try this and then get another basic thing for you, like that I know you would have liked, so we could have switched drinks if you didn't like it, or covered it up and helped.
Let me ask you this. If you guys have an alcoholic friend that is really your friend, you keep telling them, stop, man. Every time you get drunk, this happens. Stop drinking. Do you put in the effort to keep trying to get them to stop drinking, or you just let them go?
Like bad things, is it just they drink a lot, or bad things happen when they drink?
You talk out of turn, you do stuff, you every time you drink, you do things that's out of character. Nothing death-defying, not drinking, driving, but just like, yo, you out of pocket, man. Like Jane told you that secret in privacy, man.
Oh yeah, it would be like, listen, you gotta do what you do, but when you're around me, you got a 2-drink max, and that's it. And if you can't, like whether you're willing to admit you have a problem or not, when you get drunk, it's a problem. Nobody wants to hang out with you.
What?
Yes, you're out here telling secrets.
Man, you still on that, man? That was like 6 years ago.
It was last week. You did the same thing last week. And the problem is you don't remember it after you do it.
So now you my daddy, huh? Now you my mommy trying to tell me.
I'm just saying, like, you know me. I like to have good vibes around me. I like it to be nice and chill. I want to have fun. I don't want to have to take care of a grown person every time we go out and always cleaning up mess behind you.
So who take care of the bill? Who pays to get us there? Who drives? Who makes sure your bills is paid?
You can do what you want.
I'm taking care of you, and you acting all You acting all weird when I drink. It's just 2 or 3 drinks. What's wrong with that?
It's 5 or 6. It's a problem. Look at your bill. That's not for me.
Okay. All right. So you gonna disown me now?
I'm not gonna disown you. I'm just saying get it together, or we just not gonna hang out like that. I can't do it. Because at some point, it's not. It's like, I want you to get better, but if you don't respect yourself enough for you to get better, then care about like what it's doing to me. And if you can't do that, I gotta be like, I love you. I'm not going to dinner with you.
You know what's funny though? A lot of people
crying.
My voice cracked. You know what's funny, yo? Somebody can look at like a person of a certain weight and was like, yo, the way you eating, the way you're not working out, I can't hang with you. Would you be offended by that?
I'd be like, I can't hang with myself either.
That's what I'm saying. I'm feeling like if if one of my fit friends was telling me like, yo, you got to throw that shit away, man. You got that food in there. You eating those donuts, man. You gotta throw it away. I'm like,
did somebody tell you that?
No, I'm saying like how we're judging a person who's drinking, somebody can be looking at us.
Well, and I think it's also like another level. Have you ever been in the car and you might like I don't like eating snacks in the car or like unhealthy snacks in the car because I feel like somebody will look at me and be like, man, look at this. That's why she fat now. Like I'm in my head like that, so I get it.
So what if it's a rice cake?
I said unhealthy snacks.
Okay. So
you can see me eating fruit. See, I eat an apple.
Yeah. Would you be offended if it was like, yeah, yo, hey, I called you. You say, hey, man, the way you eating, the way you not working out is bad for my.
Of course, I'd be offended.
But it's like I just can't move the way, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just, the way you move is toxic. What am I doing? It's like you doing lives on with Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and you doing these like donut reveals.
Of course, I'd be offended. Yes. Would you care if a skinny friend did it?
Yes, but the thing is, you're killing yourself, and I keep telling you that.
I mean, she fat skinny. She got Frito, like hot Cheetos and donuts and all this other stuff. Like, why does it matter that I do it?
Because she's doing one bite for a video. You're finishing it. You're the one who's actually finishing the meal.
I'm not going to waste food.
Listen, I know she's a cook. She makes deep fried Oreo French toast dipped chocolate cakes. She takes one bite, cuts the camera, spits it out. You come in and finish the batch. What I'm saying is you're living unhealthy.
Well, you know what? Be patient with me. I want to do better. But like at the same time, you're not just gonna fat shame me up in here. You over here with your bald head.
Go for another weapon.
You know me, Dion.
So this is a good question. If we're talking about drugs, things that people are addicted to, is people eating food, bad food, a toxic trait that you say I can't be around? and it's like, yeah, I can't. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know people smoke? It's like, yeah, he smokes, man. I don't like sitting in his car.
I feel like, okay.
This is a good question, yo.
This is a great question. I will say this. So, like, any food, anything that does not have a nutritional value that you eat is considered a drug, right?
Sure.
So yes, and it's like an addiction, a drug addiction. But I also think, like, certain things, like somebody, like smoking, you don't like being around people that smoke because of the secondhand effect or the smell of it. It's like, or like somebody who drinks way too much. Like there's some people who are very chill drunks and you will never know. And they will probably never be confronted unless somebody's like really just observing how much they drink. But if you aren't like, if you're like a loud drunk and you're always spilling secrets and you're always throwing up and doing dumb stuff, you don't want to be around that because it negatively impacts you as well. So I think I think when it comes to like, well, this person, he's always eating all this food and he's not working out. That's something that they're doing to themselves. So you're basically saying, I feel like that friend is saying like, I just don't want to be seen with somebody fat.
No. Cause how about if I was doing heroin? That's not a secondhand smoke thing. If I'm doing heroin in your face and it's like, dude, this is for
Are you
me.
just doing, are you addicted to this heroin?
I do it once a week.
Because have I noticed like you're doing stuff to stay, like to be able to afford this high? Like, are you stealing stuff from me?
No.
I'm you just doing heroin.
It's my thing.
Yeah.
It's equal to a person who's eating bad food.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying like, I might know you're doing like, I might know you're doing recreationally heroin or something. Most people is not going to confront it as a problem unless it's doing something.
I will. Heroin is.
I feel like there's a lot of people that do drugs that we just don't know about.
I don't know about, but if you are doing it in my face, I'm going to address it. Like if you strike a baby in my face, I'm going to address it.
Well, yeah. I mean, like heroin, I would say something if you did it in front of me because one, that's illegal, and I don't want to be around it.
A lot of things are illegal.
I don't want to be around illegal stuff.
Cigars are illegal.
Yes, but I'm saying like
call the police on your friend for smoking a cigar.
But I'm saying like, are we in a car? Are we at home? I don't want to get found with paraphernalia or certain things like that. Like there's other costs. You know me. I like to be. I'm very squeaky clean.
Is heroin illegal?
Yes. You can go to jail.
Really?
If you're found with heroin. Yes.
Isn't that like a portion of it? Like
heroin is illegal. It's an illegal substance.
What if it's a needle? Can you go to jail
for the paraphernalia with it?
For a needle?
Yeah.
You can't go to jail for a needle.
I don't know if the needle, but you can go to jail for all the.
I kind of feel like
drug paraphernalia.
When it comes to
somebody answer it. Go ahead.
So
somebody
when it comes to crack or weed, it has to be a certain percentage for you to get locked up. So if it's like all I had was 5 drops of heroin, man, how you gonna lock me up for this? You know what I'm saying?
Cocaine too?
I don't know.
You said cocaine.
Yeah, but it's a certain amount. Like, man, I had that was
right. If you're carrying more than
you gotta have a certain amount to get locked up. But if you're like, man, I had like 5 drops of heroin, it was left over from last night. That's what they said. Heroin is an addictive drug. It's hard to get off that. Well, food. I'm certain if who was this Trunzo TV. Weed is a gateway drug. So a lot of sweets is addicting. If you try to stop eating all sweets, I'm certain that you are going to have a withdrawal. So yeah, if you are addicted to eating cakes and pies and
I don't think anybody's saying that food isn't addictive. It's just also like it's also a harder line to cross because like everybody eats food.
Right.
So it's a tougher thing where other things like alcohol, cigarettes, drugs are things that not everybody partakes in. So it's easier. It's a easier line to be like
Tylenol, right? Tylenol is very illegal.
Tylenol is illegal?
Tylenol is very legal.
Right.
If you consume a lot, it becomes illegal, right? Like, you know how like you go to the CVS and they be like, we're not allowed to sell you this much.
Yeah.
Because it's illegal.
You need a prescription for it.
Right. So.
Well, it's not illegal. It's just that you need to have a prescription to have it.
I can't buy 5 NyQuils. You can't buy five bottles of NyQuil.
Because then they think you're about to make something.
I just go to different CVS's.
They're just like, you're not doing it on our watch.
Yeah, because you need food. Yeah, you need food.
It's just a harder line.
But it's not about just the food. It's the bad foods.
But I'm saying it's a harder line to draw because everybody can eat Cheetos, but not everybody like you said, some people might just eat a couple of the mugs, but other people are eating the full bags or numerous bags a day or in a week. So that's the difference. It's like the food itself isn't problematic. It's the amount of food that you eat.
What if it's a person who was addicted to food, all bad foods? Like, man, you know when people had on testimonials like, man, back in the day, I was eating Krispy Kreme boxes a day. I was eating ice cream, cakes, and I became 600 pounds. I took the plunge to stop that. I fast from the sweets. I changed my diet, changed my habit, my lifestyle, and now I lost, 500 pounds. And because of that, I have to stay away from that addiction that I used to have.
Right.
You are a part of that addiction. So I'm telling you, I can't hang around you because you're still eating and consuming that food that turned me into that 650-pound man.
And so this would be a good movie. So then the person who was like, I'm only eating healthy foods now, he meets a young lady in the parking lot, and then she comes into his house and she only eats junk food.
Ooh, she's perfect too.
She's perfect, and she only eats junk food.
Mm-hmm.
And but he doesn't know that she's using him for tickets to a.
So specific.
You don't remember that episode?
Oh, for Swarm. Because in my head, I was like, this sounds like Swarm. That's so funny.
Oh, did anybody see that show, Swarm?
Yeah, Swarm.
Swarm was insane.
Yeah.
I highly enjoyed it. I'm saying right now, at the top of the year, Dominique Fishback deserves
all the awards. She's great.
She deserves the nominations and the awards. I don't know what anybody else is doing this year.
Yeah.
I know she deserves
At
that.
least for, what is that, Emmy?
Yeah, Emmy for sure.
Yeah, what is they saying? They're saying a lot of stuff in here.
What y'all talking about?
Self-discipline. You can eat what you want in proportion. Yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying is that person is telling that, I can't hang around people like that, which is valid. I don't know.
I mean, like, you got to do what you got to do to stay healthy. We had this conversation recently. Some people can very well be around other people eating certain foods. Other people are like, hey, I got to keep that food completely out my house. Mm-hmm. I'm tempted if it's near me. And in order to gain that certain self-discipline or to get to the healthier version of you, you might have to cut off all people. Yeah. And that's what you got to do for you. But don't put it on anybody else. But
again, would you be offended?
I'm sure. That's what I'm saying. Right. Yes, you will be offended. But I'm saying that person has to do. So what I'm trying to say is, if that person says that to you, they can't put it on you. Like, it's like, I can't be around you eating like that because I'm triggered.
Yeah.
So no offense to you. You have every right to live your life and do what you got to do.
Be the fat guy. Say it the nicest way to me. Why you can't hang out with me no more? Okay. Hey man, where you been, man? I haven't seen you
just
again.
Out in the
you
gym.
Look great.
Thank you.
Wow.
I just changed my life completely. Like
I got rid of about it.
Yeah, exercising regularly. Mm-hmm. I cut out all junk food.
That's wild.
Strict with like my macros, like how much protein I can have, how much carbs I can have. I don't eat any sugar. Any like fast food joints.
Whoa.
Like I am.
You know that used to be our thing.
Yeah, man, and that's I know how we used to do, and I just had to like cut that out. That can't be. Yeah.
Hey, I would love to have you on my podcast, Smorgasbord, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's a mukbang.
That sounds good, but like I said, I can't.
Oh.
I can't even eat. I can't be tempted.
Okay, well
I gotta stay healthy,
Well, next event, man, you gotta invite me to it, man. I mean, I just wanted to kind of hang out and just kind of shoot the shit with your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll probably go hiking if you want to go hiking with me. I'm big into hiking. Into the hiking.
Ankle swollen. Can't do that.
Yeah. Maybe maybe just to go for a walk at the park or something. Maybe we can catch up that way.
I probably can use my Segway to walk with you.
Okay. Maybe I can jog while you're on the Segway, you know, get the workout in, and we can talk or something like that. That'll be cool. I'm just
trying to get, on your level, because I see money starting to come your way. You got sponsors and stuff, man. If I can just kind of hang out around you and stuff, man, you know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, love you. I love to do that. Love to catch up with you. But I'm really trying to keep people around me who are on, like, mentally on that same level, who's like, not only get money, but like I got to keep who understands like my focus and my food and my attention.
I got your attention, brother.
Yeah. And willing to like not bring in junks and sweets and
all
all that.
I'm not feeding it to me.
I just can't even, I'm so triggered by it. Like smelling it gets me like, oh. Okay. So
I'll just hide it.
Or just not bring it around. Like if we're going to go somewhere, maybe we'll go to a neutral space and then we just won't meet with the food.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
that's cool.
Yeah. Just give me the address and I'm there.
Okay, we'll do that.
Oh, so
it's good seeing you.
So you're not break up. Okay, cool.
It's good seeing you.
You're nice. You didn't break up.
I'm just saying, like, I created a boundary, though. It's it's just like, if we're going to do something, it needs to not be like what we used to do.
Yeah.
And let's go to a neutral place where I know you're not going to be bringing food, and then I won't be tempted.
Yeah. Imagine you seeing, like a Starbucks, he brings out, like, a coffee cake, like, man, you remember we used to tear them mugs up. We used to warm them up in the microwave, throw some more.
I said no. I said no.
It's to the fact I think I would respect that. A positive and negative don't match. Yeah. Swarm, yep. Swarm was so good. Dominic Fishback did an amazing job.
Yo, so
stay your healthy ass at home, then.
Why you so mad? I heard Swarm was like based on a true story. Now I gotta look it up. Like, there's an actual
that all of it.
I mean, I heard them say that, but I didn't know the girl wasn't found.
Yeah,
I didn't know like the details of what was real.
I think it's not the same. It's not the same character, but Dominic Fishback's character was based off of several different Beyonce fans, and they just made it into a amalgamation of one character.
He's never gonna mess up that word again.
Had to burp off mic. Yeah.
That's crazy to me because I'm going to do some research on that. Yeah.
Stay your healthy ass at home. Why would you be like that, man? Big sis, if somebody was too healthy, would you be offended by that? I'll be offended if you made dinner and they didn't eat none of your food. Because they was like, I'm certain this is a lot of sugar. It's a lot of salt.
I mean, we got to be more careful.
Yeah.
Especially if you grew up in the South and you go to somebody's house to eat, all the butter, all the bacon grease, all the sugar is up in there. It's like here is heart attack and here's a side of diabetes. Yeah. That is what and it's delicious.
Yep.
But like, hey, there's a healthier version to make that. We're not doing all that.
Right.
Especially our grandmas who have been eating this way since the beginning of time.
But they had actual farm-fed foods without pesticides and things on it.
Right.
You know how we always make fun of white people?
No, I don't make fun of white people.
Making fun of them, how they never season their food. What if, just what if, that's how food was supposed to taste? But we were the people that added the amount of salt and sugar to it.
We were.
And it was like, y'all do realize that this is how food supposed to taste. It's supposed to be very bland. The salt and the sugar that you guys add to your entrees is just making you more addicted to the action.
Can you pass that hot sauce real quick?
You don't care? Okay. Right. It's not a fact that we can't season our food. It's just fact you guys are over seasoning.
Can you give me that Lowry's?
Yeah. Somebody told me that and they said, what if food is expensive, but the fast food options are cheap. You know what I'm saying? As in, like, you're supposed to eat a $20 chicken salad.
Yeah.
Or you're supposed to eat a $20 burger. Burgers shouldn't be $2 from Burger King.
Right. Burgers should not be $2. Also, like, because it's the quality that you're getting sometimes too. Like, hey, let me go get this grass-fed stuff that I know don't have all this extra chemicals and stuff in the food.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, you're actually investing in your long-term health with a lot of things, which is like,
you're going to pay for it.
You're going to pay for it either now or as you're aging and in the hospital, which is like one of the things, like, I know we had this conversation because you were like, I feel like you go to the doctor for a lot. And I was like, yes, because I want to keep up and make sure everything is good now so that, and if there's anything I need to fix, I fix it now so that I'm not like a burden on family or something when I'm in my 70s.
Yeah.
I can't, you know, like, if you had only got this figured out or fixed in your 40s, you'd have been fine.
Yeah.
But you refused. So it's just, I literally want to make sure. That's why, like, people who are advocates of insurance, like everybody having insurance, it's like, it actually, although it costs money to get insurance for everybody now, it's actually cheaper than in the long run and having to take care of people when they're old and dying and need all these, like, surgeries and drugs at the end of their lives.
What if?
What if?
What is an average price for a burger?
Like fast food price or?
Fast food.
With inflation, I feel like it's around $7-8.
Okay.
That's in LA. I don't know about any other place.
$7 for a cheap McDonald's burger. I don't think it's that high. I think it might be $5.
$5 or $6.
Like, I'm thinking about a Big Mac. I think a Big Mac is maybe $5.
I don't eat at McDonald's. I don't know.
Chick-fil-A sandwich, but that's actually the healthiest fast food, right?
I don't know if it's healthy.
All right, well, you're making this hard. A Whopper, $5. All right, a Whopper is $5. We know that the bread is full of preservatives. The lettuce is packed with MGN and FDI, and burgers have so much stuff in it to have to be preserved. What if they was like, you have the option of eating these $5 burgers to save you $1, or these completely 100% healthy $100 burgers.
$100.
$100 burgers. They are the healthiest of the healthiest. The healthiest of the healthiest. Would you survive off these $5 burgers?
Of course.
Or would you
Like, what's the rest of the question? Like,
or would you feel like, hey, I want to live my life longer and eat these healthy burgers for $100?
So this is the thing. Economy is real also. So it's like, yes, the $5 burgers make more sense financially. And that's a lot of times the decision people have to make. I have to go with the cheapest option because my weekly grocery budget might be $100. And now you're telling me I need that one burger. Like, that one burger is the option, that or the $5 one. Let me get the $5 one. Now, you're not supposed to eat burgers every day. So,
Well, I should say burger. What is your favorite food?
right.
Your favorite entree? Mine's is the chicken salad, a Cobb chicken salad, right? And if it was a $5 Cobb salad
Versus
versus $100 Cobb salad,
yeah. I mean,
this is daily that you had to eat.
I mean, the answer is obvious.
That's wild.
That's an obvious
That's
answer.
wild. They was like, hey, I'm telling you, if it was like, and it was like studies say, you eat this $5 favorite food, chicken salad, your life expectancy is not being prolonged. Eating this salad is going to stretch your life longer.
Will it keep me fuller longer?
No, it's the same. It's like surviving off of, lettuce. I mean, like spinach versus top ramen. It's like that's the difference of like my body is breaking down from this food.
Yeah.
Versus this salad. But you like, I am going broke.
I cannot afford this sandwich. Like, I know I met this girl who works in like the luxury beef market space. Mm-hmm. So she'll sell like stuff that's like her company has like this grass-fed beef from Australia that's like $50 a pound, and it has to be shipped here and all this, like, and it's just like, she's like, I'm grateful that I work for the company and that I can get it for free. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's like, because otherwise, she's like, and I know the difference in the taste. Like, it is better for you.
Wow.
But if I didn't work here, I couldn't eat it.
Yeah, it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what we failed to realize is, yes, it's farm fed. Yes, it is farm free range.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But that still doesn't equate what this cow chicken was eating.
Right. And like you have to look at the store, like the grocery store. Like, for example, I shop at Ralph's for the most part. I'll go to Trader Joe's and Whole Foods for some other things. But most of my shopping is going to come from Ralph's. I know that I should probably get my meat from Whole Foods.
Right.
But I also know I can afford the ones that come from Ralph's. Even if I'm getting the one that's branded organic, I know it's not the same organic as a different market, like Whole Foods market. Mm-hmm. I just financially, I can't do it. I'm not there yet.
Can't afford it, yo.
I'm not there yet.
Can't afford it. Haven't eaten top ramen since I was 12.
I tried to make it fancy a few years ago. I tried to do some fancy, like add a little peanut sauce here and do this, and it lasted for about a week that I did that.
So I think this is the comparison right here. Would you eat $1 packs of top ramen for the rest of your life, or $100 bag of spinach?
Guess I'm not getting my veggies in.
Golly. That's the comparison, yo. That's it. That's sodium. You are killing yourself.
Yeah, killing yourself. I would have to do the spinach for sure.
Yeah.
Because the bag of spinach, I can at least I can saute it or put it in smoothies. Make it last a little longer. Put it in smoothies. You put it in smoothies?
Yeah. Let's just not a farm and raise our own food. I'm tired of Dion's questions.
Oh, Moyo, Moyo, you just don't even know the half of it.
Mm-hmm. This was about, we gotta put those noodles on the truck with the bread from the last time.
That's hilarious.
Spicy. That's funny. Wait a second. I just thought about something. The name Spicy Original is sort of an oxymoron. When it comes to the chicken sandwich, it's usually the original sandwich or the spicy sandwich.
But have you ever been the Spicy Original?
Is the Spicy Original.
Like, if at a Nashville hot chicken place, you could probably have a Spicy Original there.
Oh, there it is.
Figured it out.
2 things I must announce before we get up out of here.
Announcement, please.
2 things I must announce. If you follow me on Instagram, it is not my birthday. All right?
April Fools.
It is not my birthday. I'm getting text message, calls left and right telling me happy birthday. Thank y'all. I had to send a couple Cash Apps back. I had to send a couple Venmos back. I'm not taking your money on a once.
Why'd you post it?
Because it's April Fools.
Oh.
Gosh, I got to entertain my folks somehow. It's not my birthday.
Not you sending Cash Apps back.
Yeah, I mean, I could. I never posted on my birthday that it was my birthday.
So now you like, I'm gonna just take this for my birthday.
Yeah, just
hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, it was within a month, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
It's within 30 days. So I can say it is my birthday now. Secondly, I have a dad joke.
Okay.
Ready for it?
Oh, you want to tell it? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go.
What do you call Porky Pig with acne?
Porky Pig with acne. Pepperoni? What? I don't know.
Hogwarts. Hogwarts. Yep. I got another one.
Oh no.
Pimp a booty. That's funny. I wrote this with my daughters yesterday. Skip past the fact that it's going to sound very crazy. All right?
Skip
but it's
past
the premise. What do you call a relative that you enjoy sleeping with?
Skip past the fact that sounds crazy.
Mm-hmm. What do you call a relative that you enjoy sleeping with?
What?
Somebody said daddy.
You meant zaddy.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
A napkin. A napkin. A napkin.
I love how you keep on saying it.
Big sis, get it? A kin friend. Yeah.
Yeah,
it is. Wrote those with my daughters yesterday.
I have an announcement.
What you got?
This is my LA-versary.
Hey, welcome.
16 years ago.
Yeah.
So I got on the plane March 31st, 2007, and landed in LA April 1st.
What was the first thing you did in April 1st?
April 1st, my friend picked me up. We went to Del Tacos and slept at her grandparents' house.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
That's the first thing I did.
You have a place to stay?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you go?
Her grandparents. I stayed with her grandparents the first 2 weeks.
Okay.
I was here, and then maybe the first, because I think we found an apartment. That was the first week. So we had an apartment, but we just had a few days to move in. Or we had to turn in like the water and get our furniture. So it took us a little bit. So that first week we stayed with her grandparents until got everything together.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is. I slept with women first 2 years of LA for rent. I was a gigolo.
I can't let this be your legacy. I know
What?
better. This cannot be
All
a
right.
legacy.
It was men. I slept with men the first 2 years.
You know, I don't care if you did.
You judging me?
I don't care.
I was a top, okay?
I don't care who you with. That's not my issue. I just don't want you to be a slut in these streets.
No. I stayed with my aunt. She let me use her back house.
That's a blessing, yo.
Yeah, buddy.
Did you have to pay rent?
Rent free.
Man,
Rent free.
I wish I had known you.
Yeah, well, you were not here yet. Where was you at 2001?
In
Still
college?
right? Yep.
UNC Chapel Hill, baby.
Yep, 2001. And we met 2008, 2008? Mm-hmm. So I had 7 years of Twilz free. I was acting a fool out here. I was on that heroin. Mm-hmm. I had that DECCON ready to go.
So what I'm hearing is that your life got instantly better once we met.
Well,
Wow.
Then,
oh, that's so sweet.
Then I started seeing your eating habits. And then I said, I got to stay away from this girl.
I think that was vice versa.
This whole episode is a callback. It's an amalgamation.
Oh, that's funny. No, speaking of Dion and your foodie-like ways, your post.
What?
You stop posting the food, but you will send it, and you'll be like, he stopped posting the food, but he's still looking, y'all.
I'm a freak.
I was like, maybe this is a problem. Is this like, this is literally food porn for you?
Yeah. Oh. First of all, Salt and Straw.
I still haven't gone.
Right. I've been saying, oh.
I've been wanting Salt and Straw for a week, and I haven't gone.
Let me ask you this before we get up out of here. If y'all want to be a part of my food porn support group, where we just send food porn to this group.
I need y'all to start sending salads to each other.
It's still food porn.
Just salads, though, like a healthy food.
It could be peas. It's still food porn. All right? We could just send it to the group and say, oh, that looks good. Right? He stopped what? Posting goods. No, I still post them, yo.
I don't think I've seen you post the food in a while.
I think I think I have one up right now. Oh. Yeah.
Not as much as that you look at the food that comes your way versus the amount that you post.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, y'all. If you are watching from here, thank you for watching. Please like, comment. What was your favorite part of this podcast, so we can time code it, so we can repost it on Instagram, YouTube, please. And if you're watching here, thank you for already subscribing to Lacktoast ENT and being a part of the conversation, helping us out, answering and asking the right questions,
keeping it fun.
Yes, keeping it live.
Appreciate it. Be sure to watch You Know About That.
Yes.
Episodes dropping every Monday.
Yes.
Make sure you watch Copy That, my podcast that drops every Wednesday.
Totally don't know this, but I'm about to start another podcast. I'm thinking of doing a podcast after Twilla's podcast, and we flip, and she be back there, and I have 4 cameras. Mm-hmm. So now we're utilizing the whole day, and I got 4 comedians here.
I got you. Mm-hmm. I'd love to do that.
Like that?
I love that.
Yeah, she don't know that, but I'm going to make that happen.
That would be great. Mm-hmm. More content, baby.
Yeah. We got to get some more stuff on our channel. And also, if you're watching now, What Don't to Watch is on his own channel right now.
Y'all have me ready to watch movies that I said I'd never watch.
Yeah.
But I enjoy this. Like, I know it's spoilers, but I enjoy the spoilers.
Yeah.
Then I don't have to watch it.
Right.
But I'd be like, the little beginning clips, I'd be like, oh, do I want to watch this? This sounds interesting.
It's fun. We ruin and rewrite every movie. But yeah, bye-bye.